So I did forget that I have this in here. This will come into play more in the next section after this one. But let's review this. I talked about it earlier when we did just gradient by itself. Parallel lines slopes have to be the same. You're going to get pretty much every question on the IB exam asks you something about either a parallel or a perpendicular line when this comes up, and you have to know these, all right, that parallel lines have the equal slopes, all right, meaning they're the same. Perpendicular lines have negative reciprocal slopes, and that means flip the fraction and change the sign of the fraction. Now, this is important. It's 2 over 3, and then negative 3 over 2, not negative 3 over negative 2, because that would be positive. So either the 3 is negative or the 2 is negative, but they're both not negative. All right, and then getting a look out for things that aren't reduced. My second example here, I have negative 5/4 and 8/10 because 8/10 is actually 4/5. The good news is that we typically don't have to really evaluate these slopes. We just have to know how to make a parallel or perpendicular slope when we're finding the equation of a line. And honestly, if you practice a little bit, you should be golden with this because it's really not that hard of a thing to do. And I will say that pretty much every IB exam I've ever seen has one of these questions on paper one. It's usually worth a reasonable amount of marks, which means that it's something that you should all be able to do no matter what. We should go into this assessment and look for this problem and then do it first. That's what I would do.